Hello. Welcome to how to build a private cloud storage server with a small computer. Here is a small computer and a solid-state drive. I will introduce step by step how to build a cloud storage server with them. First, you install the operating system for the computer. I connect the memory card to another computer. I choose an open source operating system as above. This is a custom open source operating system that can run on many different platforms. With it, I can build a cloud storage server without much effort. The complicated tasks have been scripted to simplify them. You download the image file suitable for your small computer. After completing the download, you write it to your memory card. I connect the memory card to the server. You connect the server to your network using a cable. Your router will allocate an unused address to it. You use the IP address scanning software or visit the website Router Management to know the server's IP address. In this case, I find the IP address that has been assigned to the computer on the Router Management page. And this is the server's IP address. I use it to remotely access the server. I access remotely using the command prompt. After completing the first login, the system automatically updates and upgrades the operating system. I look for an open source software to turn it into a cloud server. You just search, select the software you want to install, and the remaining steps have been scripted to simplify the work. Steps such as installing the web server, database server, cloud software have been scripted. You just wait until it is completed. After completion, you access the cloud server via the local network using the IP address. Because the server uses a memory card for storage, the capacity is limited. I will introduce how to connect an external hard drive to increase the storage capacity. But before that, I will guide you how to access the server from outside. You follow these steps. You set up a static IP address for the server to forward ports on the router. You set up the IP address, the gateway address and the domain name resolution address. On the router you forward the port to the server. You forward ports 80 and 443 to the server's IP address. After completing, you can access the cloud storage server using the public IP address. To fix the problem of losing connection to the server when the public IP address changes, I use a dynamic domain name service. The dynamic domain name service helps me update the public IP address. Instead of remote access using the IP address, you use a dynamic domain name. I create a new domain name and set it up on the server. You update the domain name and secret key to configure the dynamic domain name service. After completing, I access the cloud storage server using the newly created domain name. But you can only access remotely using a browser and cannot access remotely using the application, because the client application requires an encrypted connection. So I configure the encryption as follows. You fill in the domain name, email address to configure the encryption. After completing, you will see the key icon next to your domain name. As mentioned, I will connect the hard drive to the server to increase the storage capacity. To connect the hard drive, I use a converter cable as above. After completing the connection of the hard drive, you format it and mount it to the system. You follow the steps below. Next, you move the application data from the memory card to the hard drive. You will see the storage capacity increase. The above are the basic steps to build a private cloud storage server using a compact computer that consumes little energy. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can access the server remotely using a browser or application. Good luck.